Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another edition of Adesope Live, the official Afrobeats Podcast, where we break down the hottest topics in the culture or invite a special guest to join me in the studio. As always, big shout outs for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. We appreciate the support. We're growing day by day. Now, this week, I'm joined by a special guest all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, a super talent and incredible creative. And I'm just excited to meet him. You might have heard of him before, or probably some of you might have seen him, but I know you've heard man. Ladies and gentlemen, the super producer.
Love. Thank you for having me, man.
My brother, Tempoe. What's happening, bro?
I did, man.
Listen.
Love from Lagos.
Love from Lagos. Absolutely. Listen, this brought to you by the Energy God. That's my drink, actually.
Vibes.
That's my drink. Owned by a black man, owned by an African. Crack it open, man. Just taste that. That's, enjoy that. Please. Get your energy up. Yay, my brother. I love that. Listen. First of all, you're looking like the check has been crazy the last couple of years. Talk that talk.
God has been good, man. God has been good. We're eating.
You're eating. Listen, not until recently, the producers actually start getting their dues.
We're still fighting. I don't know.
So how did you... Okay, so let's start with that. If you're walking into an industry where the people you're following in their footsteps are still fighting to get their dues and their checks, how did you get inspired to become a producer? What is it that led you down that path?
That's what I was saying. I think I was telling somebody this morning that even till now, I still feel like it's crazy that I just chose to do music and just do music. That's a scary thing to even think about for me, because the blueprint to follow, it wasn't a lot. And it's either they felt, larger than life, like the Jazzy. It's like, he has put in so much, so, and it's really not a lot. And when it's not a lot and it's just this one person or these two people, that's really not enough to follow. So I just had to believe in myself and what I had going on for myself. Because at some point I had a day job, like proper 9 to 5.
What were you doing? What was the job?
I was coding at the time, man.
God damn it! My brother was on the computer. So did you study computer science?
Nah, man. I just kind of figured it out by myself.
No way.
So I had this uncle that linked me to one of his friends that had this nice startup at the time. He was putting together websites, making applications. So I had not gotten into uni at the time, fresh out secondary school and everything. So, they wanted me to code. As I don't need press laptop, they can go press the other side. So they wanted me to, code, view things and all of that. But while doing that, as good as I was, I would always still run to music. I would always still make music in the office. And at some point it started affecting. I was balancing to the best of my abilities for the longest. But at some point, man, it started affecting my quota. I wasn't reaching my quota anymore. I wasn't turning in as much as I would turn in. But I don't know, man. That was the vibes at the time.
But where did the music come from? What was it?
It started from home, just Popsy banging out classics, every time. I felt like all of that just I soaked it in subconsciously. Like I didn't even know what was going on. But now making music, there are things that I inject into the music you get. So subconsciously you're just tapping into things that you've heard before and all of that. But hands-on was in the church band. So and really my ties to the church, I don't know if, because my folks will probably don't know it's even the ones I lived with, but my ties to the church personally was the music. Nothing else was taking me there. I can't lie to you, man. Nothing else was taking me there. Being in the church and not having access to the band, maybe because I came late or I didn't come for practice. Because when you don't come for practice,
they don't, that's like a punishment. You don't come close to the band.
The youngest at the time, so it was really easy to like bully me and just push me one side. So being in the church and not at least try my hand for one or two, man, it was a really fucked up Sunday for me. That would be a fucked up Sunday for me.
Wow.
So is it that I would just do the youth mix service just finished, or I'll just find my way out?
So there are young people today that will go to church simply because they want to develop their talents, maybe as a drummer, as an instrumentalist, as a sound engineer, that is their draw to church at this moment.
That was me, I can't lie, man.
Wow.
I just wanted to play, man. And I wanted to add, I thought live band was production already, you feel me, at the time, even though I had not gotten into production at the time. So I wanted to add things. Oh, let's play this way, this modern way. Let's do this thing that they do in the Pentecost churches. But they weren't really want all of that.
What church did you go to?
So I was born in a Catholic family.
That's me too.
Catholic family.
Yeah.
So I moved for some years to one of my folks. I stayed with them for a couple of years. So they were in the Anglican side. And you know the music in the Anglican church is different from the music in Catholic church.
Really?
Catholic is
very low. Yeah. Shout out to my people.
Yeah, shout out, man. But the Anglican church, they bang out.
They kind of
you get the vibe.
Added a little bit of Pentecostal vibe to it.
Exactly. So, but a lot of them don't go all the way Pentecostal. They stay maybe on the high life level of it. They don't, like, you know, in the Pentecostal churches, you might hear all the new gospel songs. They play Frank.
Yes, absolutely.
They don't really do all those ones.
Absolutely.
Those Anglican churches. It's usually actual praise and worship songs. So me being, I don't know, as young as I was at the time, I was hearing things from other places, and I already wanted to, let's do it this way, let's do it this way. Let me add this while I'm playing. I'll try to do some singing to just calm down.
So you play the drums, or
I played the drums. I played the keyboard for like just a minute. I tried my hands on the guitars as well. So I was really just trying to be
in there.
Yeah, I was just
self-taught. Was it self-taught?
Yeah, pretty much. Production as well. Like, I didn't get my hands on the workstation until I went to Jolegba. You know the vibes. Went to Jolegba to get PES, actually, at the time. I wanted to get PES.
What's that?
PES, Pre-Evolution Solar.
Yeah,
I wanted to get PES at the time. So as I was searching, I saw the FL Studio disc. I had no idea what it was at the time. I didn't even have a laptop at that time. But I just saw the disc, and because I realized what I wanted to do in the band was I wanted to
put the music together.
I almost wanted to be the band leader. Do you get? Even though the band leader was way, way ahead of me, was way older and everything. But I realized that's what I wanted to do. So I figured, okay, if I can get something that would allow me to do the drums, do the keyboard, do whatever I want to do, however I want to do it, then I think I'm onto something. So I just took that one as well.
Wow.
And that was how I just figured it out. And I've been making music ever since.
Who was the first, or what was the first session you had that made you think like, yo, I might just be good, you know? Maybe an artist that was unknown, that made you just explore your creativity, you know, making music, that really gave you that confidence, that boost, that, yo, this might be it.
Okay, so I keep saying this. I feel like, so before Godly, Godly is my answer, by the way. But before Godly, I had done a couple songs, done a bunch of songs. Love Nwantiti was also out at the time, but he hadn't done anything insane. So Godly was the first song that made me feel like, okay, I really do know what I'm doing. You know, because I could hear it from the beginning of, you know, the recording session with Oma and everything. So yeah, it was definitely Godly, because Godly, I feel like Godly was the song that made people start looking like enough people.
Absolutely.
Because before then, you had to really love the music to check, who this person is. But with Godly, it's like mad, and people wanted to know
who was that.
Just...
So it looked like, you just mentioning now, CKay, Omale, that's the young cats.
All these name drops, man. Yeah.
Yeah, like these young cats. How did you find these young cats? Where did the network, happen? How did you guys find each other? Because Omar himself had just come to Lagos.
Yeah. So me, I have this thing where, I don't know, my antenna kind of picks out where I never used to listen before. But then I realized that all the times I didn't listen, those people still went on to
eventually do some stuff
crazy. So I mean, it didn't bother me. It just made me aware of what was going on with me. So it always happens one way or the other. So I might hear somebody now and I'll just put it out there that I want to do something with this person. I might never reach out to you. That's the funny thing. But it will happen. And when it does, we are both going to feel it. Like it won't be some, or just make a song.
Just some session that never comes out.
Yeah, or just, that's really not my thing. That's why I don't even do too much, make too much beats or do too many sessions. I mean, there's people that, I make 100 beats a week. I make salute to them.
Yeah.
Big salute. If you do 50 sessions a week, bro, big salute to you, man.
But that ain't you. That's not me. Act like a waste man. That's not me. That's not you.
But I feel like my vibe is, if we do two,
it's going to be strong.
It's going. Because for me to even count that two as two, if it's one and then the other one is just ours, for me it's one. But if we do two, then that two is going. So as regards meeting all these guys, CKay I've known since 2017.
Wow.
So I met him when he was a producer, just producer. He was transitioning into being an artist. So I think his first song as an artist, me and him produced. As in CKay Turn Up. It's a really long time ago.
Long time ago, yeah.
Really long time ago. But yeah, that song was my first actual placement. First CEO, you made a song with somebody
that came out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was the first one. Even though I don't like to count it because I don't like the song anymore.
Yeah, of course, because now the sound is crazy now.
Man, that was the first one for him, and then Omar from hearing Get Laid, man.
Phew. He came strong with that.
Yeah, and this was
Omar on fire.
This was before. So I remember it was lockdown, and I was chilling one time, and I heard, I think I was on IG. One of my friends just posted the artwork, the artwork of Bad Influence at the time. And Bad Influence at the time had not blown yet. I think that was the only thing on his page. He had about 2K followers or 1K something. Wow. So I just went to check. I really liked the artwork because small things, they draw me to person. So that artwork really felt like, the music aside, that artwork was the artwork of Bad Influence, the one with the skull, green. Bro, I was like, who the fuck is? And I went to check. I listened to the song. So I saved the song. I just kept it. I was like, I wouldn't DM this guy soon. But I never did until You blew up. So You blew up, and I was around this girl, and she was playing You. I was like, I like this song. I shazammed it. And it was the same person I saw the music from a while ago. But at this time, he was already popping up, coming. I was like, damn, this is crazy.
Too late.
So, not even too late, but I was like, I have to do something with this person. So the waiting process was when get laid just did something insane. So I think at the peak period before the peak period was when a friend just made it happen. Just asked me, would you like to work with my mom? I was like, yeah, sure. Let's make it happen. So our first session, we made Godly. Even though the session, so we have two versions of Godly. And the other version is going as well. It's going fast. It's going fast. Fast, it's going. But the one that came out. But from that session birthed Godly. And ever since then, man, we've just been doing stuff.
Talk to me about your upbringing. What was it like? Where did you grow up? What was the young Tempoe into, apart from church and trying to get into the music? What was, secondary school like? How did all of these things shape who you've become or you're becoming now?
So I have 4 sisters. Yes, I'm the only boy.
Wow! So you're a gallus. Anybody with being the only boy in the house with a lot of sisters is a gallus.
Why is that?
Because number one, you've got the cheat code. All the ladies tell you what they like to hear, how to move, you know how to act. So you're straight, right off the rack, you're a gallus. But I'm listening. Yeah.
Only guy, man. Then I had my mom, I had my auntie. It was really a whole of babes.
Different women.
Yeah, just to be at my pops, as guys. So like I said, he used to bang out the tracks a lot. My pops really loved music. I keep saying, I haven't said this in night. Because if I say this in night, he'll hear it and his head will just
swear.
But yeah,
he put you on.
Nah, facts. He put me on low key. He didn't.
What kind of music was he listening to?
Bro, he's the reason I love classic reggae music today. No jokes. Eric Donaldson, Gregory Isaac, Jimmy Clay, Bob Marley,
the Wailers. I know. That's I know. I'm not where he's coming from. I know where he's coming from. The Super Cats and all those guys.
All these guys. And I love the music. It's still new. Really, check my Spotify. This.
That's where you're still at,
man. So, and then the high life as well. So I feel like my music knowledge is really deep. It's really deep. I don't even talk about it a lot because I feel but it's really deep. So I know it's deep sometimes when, in this age, it's really easy to look for music.
Yeah.
If you have everything that
absolutely.
So sometimes I have some songs playing in my head. I think 3 weeks ago, about a month ago. So I had this Nwantiti song, not our own love. So there's this old Nwantiti song. And it just started playing in my head. This kind of love, serious love. I was like, what song is that? And then I started searching. And one day I just found the song. Yeah. So after finding the song, there's this joy that comes with finding the song.
Absolutely.
After finding the song, I just sat down to think, how do I even know this song? Yeah.
It's been buried in your subconscious for years.
How do I even know this song? Yeah. And then just the excitement that I still got to make a Nwantiti song. And I just really love, it feels like sampling, even though it's not sampling, but just the idea of there being a Nwantiti that was also big at the time. Yeah. Because it was a big song at the time. Yeah. It was a big song. So just knowing that there was a song like that, and I don't know, I feel like it just gives a really nice place in history for the name Nwantiti. Absolutely. So all of these things, they are big deals for me, finding all these things, seeing all these connecting dots, because nothing is new. Really.
Absolutely. Nothing is new.
You just might not know that you're picking it from here or you're taking this from here. Nothing is new. Everything is out there in the universe, man. If you don't do it, somebody else will do it.
Absolutely.
If you don't bring it to life, somebody else will. There's no, but yeah, growing up with him, then moving to my folks, the guys that told you I lived with for a while. there wasn't too much television watching. So it was mostly radio. It was like 60% radio or maybe 70% radio,
Absolutely.
10% TV.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's how I know lots of you guys. Because, radio. Bro, I listen so much. I haven't listened to the Tiwa, all those Igbo guys, bro. I heard all those.
Because they're entertaining.
Yeah, man.
And informative.
I even realized this Love Nwantiti song I'm talking about. I probably heard it on one of the Igbo stations, So all those very little things, I feel like they came together to like. And in secondary school, man, remembering I was always I was one of the table bangers. Even though that's not something that I'm proud about.
But you were one of those guys.
But I was one of those guys, man. We're always
making noise and
do something, But honestly, I didn't think it was going anywhere. I was really just following. I don't know if it's my heart or just whatever.
Just being yourself.
Yeah, man. I was really just until today. That's all I've been doing.
We've mentioned Love Nwantiti a bit. Obviously, you've had multiple smashes, hits, but what Love Nwantiti has gone to do globally,
Scary.
Do you just take a moment,
Scary.
the amount of plaques that keeps coming in?
Take moments every other day. I was at BMI yesterday to collect the
writers, productions. Yeah.
It's really big and nice, wonderful people. So getting that as well, man, I just go home and I was looking at it. I was like, because I just go sometimes to look up everything that the song has done. And I just check, I see my name and I just close it. I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm still there.
Yeah, I'm still there.
It wasn't as if I was dreaming. Like, I did produce that record. You know what I mean? Like, that was me.
Bro, so, it might take a while to, get into it. Because for a song to be that big, man.
Bro. It's crazy.
I don't even want to.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now you've gone on to work with so many other artists. I think the first time someone hit me up and said, Tempoe was in town, I must have gone on Google to check out your list.
Yeah.
And the list, you know what I mean? The list looking crazy.
Man, I'm just happy.
Who are some of the names on that list that you 4 years ago would not have imagined yourself making music with?
Nobody. So that's the thing. Nobody.
Talk. Let me Google that. And then we go, everybody on this Tempoe list is mad.
Nah, but you know why? Because, they're all my boys. There's no Big Don, Big OG.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Black Bones, CKay. You got Reminisce, Nini Ola. You've got Omale, Joe Boy, Dog. That record, I love that record. So that's a shit. That's mad. Alcohol. You're playing, bro. Come on. Listen, we need to check this guy. This guy's got so much money. Sit down, brother. This brother's got so much alcohol. You're kidding.
God.
Big peace of mind. 100 meters. That's a record too with Tenny, man.
Beautiful record, man.
Soweto. Now, we're finishing this interview right now. Stop playing. Let's get this guy's money. What? The list is crazy.
Oh, it's good, man.
Contour actually is currently one of my favorite records. I listen to that record when I'm just by myself.
I feel like people never understand. Yeah.
That record.
And I'm saying it here. And
what? Boom, boom.
And I like that here, man.
Boom.
When you guys catch on to that record.
When you make me think, No, that's a record. Listen, this list is mad. Look at that. Well, it's safe to say you've had an incredible start, a fantastic run that looks like it's stepping into the next realm. What does now that, you're a successful producer, you're a working producer, what is the dream for Tempoe now? Like, what is the dream? What is the dream? What is the vision going forward?
Man, there's always something. I mean, that's facts. There's always something, because when you, first of all, the goal is always to be happy. For me,
I'm with that 100%.
The goal is
welcome to the club.
To be happy in whatever it is that I'm doing.
Yep.
So now, man, it's a bunch of things that I've written down already. The ones I wrote like 2 years ago, they've happened already.
Talk.
So next year, I'm dropping a project or two.
Okay, that's it.
And look, we're not just here to do music, we're here to do business. I'm in the music business.
Talk.
A bunch of my colleagues are doing music.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
You're about to.
That's sweet. That's cute.
What part of the music business, apart from production, are you looking to step into?
How much should I even expose that?
Listen.
How much?
Listen, nobody can steal it.
So, right, Steve's in business.
No, there's nothing that hasn't been done before.
Yeah, definitely fashion.
You already came swagged out. I'm not surprised.
So definitely, just nothing.
But you came with the colors. You know what I mean? You could have picked a black jacket like everybody else in winter. You came with the fluorescent green.
Yes.
Exactly.
But definitely fashion. But I'm not even in my bag yet.
Just getting your feet wet.
Plannings, registrations of business,
absolutely.
Assigning of positions and all of those things. Getting legal, setting up my businesses in like other countries and whatnot. Yeah. So and then I intend to get into the publishing game like really, really crazy.
It only makes sense.
Real soon, because it's not a lot of producers back home that like really get into like the business level. But me, I get bored really quickly, so now that I know that, okay, I have this thing in me, this one is sorted, making music is definitely going for me. And for me, it's not entirely about just making the music, it's about making the right moves, because music can be fire and everything, but it's the right moves could like take you elsewhere.
Absolutely.
Which I see Soweto as a testimony, because I could have gone so many different ways with that song and things could have ended differently for me. Every other person might have been fine, but just making the right moves and making certain calls like, oh no, I want this to be like this, I want this to be like this. And I want to start my artist journey with this song. And I mean, it's surprising how that has worked out so far, but still not surprised because,
you had to plan.
That, you feel me? Yeah, so certain things will still, shock you. Like, yo, this is crazy, but this is what you planned out, really.
Absolutely.
So surprising, but still not surprising.
You mentioned at the top of the interview that producers still ain't getting their just due. That's especially, it happens around the world, but particularly, drink your energy, God, and feel refreshed like my brother Tempoe in the building, my brother. Thank you. So, you mentioned that at the beginning, especially back home in Africa and Nigeria, where, it looks like the producer is last on the creator's list to get their checks, their just dues. How does that feel? And what are you doing to make sure that you're fully taken care of?
First of all, I'm already taken care of.
Yeah. Let's go. The lawyers are doing a great job. All right.
Yeah, I have the best lawyers in the country.
Okay.
The continent.
That's
probably.
amazing. They would have been in a couple scraps already, I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, they get paid fine.
So go get it. It's not that type of thing like, yo, go get it.
But yeah, I really pray we get to a level where, because the entire Afrobeats to the world movement, like producers are really carrying so much weight.
Facts.
And I don't
changing
know,
the sound.
I honestly don't
creating
know
the sound.
How much of these people know, but I know genuinely people don't care, which is fine. You know, but producers are carrying so much. It's like when you hear, oh, this sound is changing, this sound is different, but when you actually listen, like, it's the producer. But that being said, we know what the climate is, and I can't cry about that. All I can do is to move in Tempoe's way of moving. I understand that, this is a tough climate for people like me. Yeah. And that's fact. This is a tough climate for people like me. So I have to move in a godly way. I have to move. Nothing entices me. Nothing.
No flash in the pan.
Nothing.
Do it correctly.
Like, nothing entices me. There's no promises. No, I'm just here to...
Let's just do the business the right way.
I'm just here to give value and get value in return. Facts. Like, bro, crazy value. That's really what I'm
give value and get value in return.
I don't care.
I'm going to steal that one.
You like me or not. But if we make a song that's a forever song, you can only be mad for so long. Even if you vex for me for some reason. One day you go just really have some crazy.
Nah, we did. We did something.
You know, so I've always put value in my work. So I can't entirely blame the climate, but I do get it. But my word to my guys or creatives in general, to be honest, is put value on your work, man. Like, put value on your work as long as you know, this thing I'm doing is amazingly good. You spend days and nights, sleepless nights, trying to perfect your craft. When you know that you've gotten to that level. Because, bro, your biggest song might be the one you're not eating from. That's really painful. And it's painful how many of those situations I hear every time. So hearing that in the background, just lets me know how deep this entire thing cuts. It's not something that one person can solve, because you also fucked up the minds of. That's why I said till now I still feel like it's crazy that I chose to be
a producer.
Why? What if this thing no work? Where you go? Because you saw all the signs, you saw
all the breakfast that's inside.
Saw everything. You saw the same things that I grew up reading in the news, seeing on my phones, that I'm experiencing right now as a producer in the industry. And like my friends had to tell me, so like, you're already expressing things that we read now. People read about the things that you're fighting about.
Speaking about that, I know your name popped up with Pete Prime, with Asha. What is the story there, man? What is, as much as you can say? There has to be something you can say. Yes. What can you say?
So
there has to be.
So because of legal.
Yeah.
I can't really say.
So there has to be something you can say legally.
Yeah. So there's I would definitely come back here again to like
come on, man. There has to be something you can say.
No, hold on. I'll come back here.
Yeah.
To do like
a breakdown.
When I'm like
when everything is done.
Entirely free, everything is done. You see, Shopware, I will come back. Yeah. And bro, even right now here, being here, bro, anything I'm telling you, whether half quarter, I came here with facts. So even
1000%.
after a call or whatever it is, bro, anything I'm saying fact. You feel me? And this situation, I'm going to answer your question.
Yeah.
But this situation, it has even become a situation where, first of all, it's been a situation where they've been trying to bully me, bully the producer, like that. You know, because back there, man, people really don't speak up like that. And when you do, there's a certain backlash that could come with it, especially if you're doing all of that on social media.
Yeah.
Which is why I just stayed off of social media. So everything that you've heard regarding the case never came from me. Nothing has come from me regarding all of these cases because I'm trying to win in court, not online.
Not in public
I'm trying to
opinion.
win in real life because I know why I put in my music. And the truth is, when everything comes out, the public will know what's happening. So now it's become a case where there's been bullying involved from the beginning. But you know, when people try to bully sometimes, you just have to let them know you are not the one. Like you can't try that one. You feel me? So back home, even media guys that report about this thing, a couple of them have gotten some bully vibes, man. Like, take this down. We'll talk about this. Like, I've had proper conversations with. And when this comes out, it will be so interesting because those same media guys, because you don't mess with media people, those media guys will come out, they'll talk.
Because the power.
They'll talk. They'll definitely, there's nobody coming to tell you right now, yo, don't talk about Tempoe and this person's issue. And they try to bully you when the entire thing comes out. There's no way you're not talking. There's no way you're not. Because you know them coming to bully you is as a result of something. You know, so I don't know if you know, but they tried to sue for the contour beat.
I didn't get that, but I just got like a Joe Boy beat was now taken down or something. So it was the contour beat. So
I don't even know how to start this, man. How do I?
There has to be something you can say.
Okay. So the Joe Boy beat contour, right?
Yeah.
That's my beats, first of all. That's my work. Yeah. Bro, there's no way I'm taking somebody's work. Come on. I've been making music for, because people listen to that thing and they know, yo, this is my guy, this is Tempoe. And the reason I was brought in to work with certain people was because of my sound, whatever that is. You know, they wanted me to give this person, you know, my sound, a new sound, whatever. So, now the contour beat is a beat that was made for this person.
Yeah.
But was it made for?
Or made whilst you were working with that
exactly.
person?
It was made, exactly. It was made while working with this person alongside so many other
beats,
works, you feel me? So now imagine a situation where you work with somebody, right? And
they didn't use it.
Things just didn't work out. Contracts, you know, all of that talk just didn't work out. And things just became disrespectful. And not just that, they happened to steal your work, right? Would you leave the rest of your work there?
No, if you created it, you pack your load and take it.
So this was a situation where I was like, oh, this is what you guys are trying to do. All right, cool. I'm just leaving my music. I'm leaving all of them. So I, took my music with me to either use for myself or to work with my guys. People that actually value my work. And so during that, first of all, I knew it was going to sting. I knew it was going to pay. Why? Because, bro, every single record that I've made with this person
was banging.
It was crazy, bro. It was immense. And I've never hidden this from everybody that has spoken to me, even before all of this mess.
Yeah.
Like everybody knew, like, oh, this is
Crazy
like I've played it for people. There's no, even Joe Boy, I never hid it from him.
Yeah.
Never hid it from the engineer. Everybody knew, oh, this was something that was made for us.
That happens all the time in the music business. That's normal.
So as long as, first of all, you didn't pay me for nothing.
You're still creating.
This is my work. Like, this is my work. If you're going to claim this as yours, then at least claim it.
Yeah.
So why are you claiming my beat as yours? So I knew Joe and I were going to make something crazy with that. And I'm thankful that all of this happened and they stole my work. And because if none of this happened, then I would not have made Contour, and I love Contour so much.
Contour is so beautiful.
God,
Has there been mediation? Has there been attempts of mediation? Has there been genuine attempts of just to sit down and try to get this done? Yeah.
How do I put it? You don't negotiate with terrorists, man. You don't negotiate with terrorists. You don't sit with your oppressors. You don't. It's all been willing, man. Like off air, I feel you in on all of this. Like you're going to feel it, trust me. Like even if we pause this for a minute and I like slay you some things, man. Because me, bro, I'm not just coming talking. I'd rather not talk. But if I talk, bro, it's facts. Like if I want to set this shit off this night, I'm doing it. But like I said, I'm trying to record.
Just follow the process.
You feel me? Like, because if I didn't do that, and even throughout the course of all of this, there's been other creatives that have come out, oh, somebody stole my thing, but that's just social media work.
Yeah,
that's really the right different. Way. If you check those guys, you see then they're probably not even doing the legal side of it. They just came out to like talk about it. But me, I want to do it the right way.
Absolutely.
And nobody's going to bully me off of my work because I put so much emotions and so much energy. You know the funny thing? Nah, I don't want to get into that.
No, we're going to do another one.
God, nah, we have to do another one.
We're going to do another one.
But I will do whatever I have to do
to protect you,
to get my music back. I don't care if I have to be the villain or the bad person for the meantime. I genuinely do not care. My eyes or my sights are not even set on that. I'm just focused on getting my music back. Because just hearing your work, your stolen work, like line for line, and it's the biggest song of that person's like recent projects or recent living. It hurts in a way. You feel me?
I hear you. Again, I think, listen, the game has a lot of growing to do, a lot of development to do. A lot of people need
2022
need to get
in 2022.
Yeah, the game needs. Listen, you should have seen the way I was screaming yesterday at how I am being treated. You will be, if I told you stories, you would probably walk out of this room with tears. That what you would think, you would not even imagine the positions people still put me in. But again, like I said, we're about to go to the next level. And with young people like yourselves that are coming into this business, no, you said something, I said it there, you didn't catch it. I said, I'm going to steal something from you. When you said value, you said something about value. You add value and you deserve value in return. That right there, my next big birthday is going to be 50. So I'm in my 40s, late 40s. I'm a big man. But this is the first time that someone has said something so simple, yet that heavy. I'm bringing value to the table and I deserve just as much value back. That's crazy. Listen, we could talk all day. We're definitely going to talk another time. Congratulations on the success you've had so far, the sound that you've brought to this culture. The young cats that you're working with are some of my favorite musicians. CKay, Joe Boy, Omale, Black Bones. The list goes on. And there's a reason why they are some of my favorite musicians, because you have added some value to their work that has also promoted them to people like myself.
Exactly.
So well done for that.
It's exciting to hear that you had something to do with Nwantiti in any way.
Yeah, I was walking the streets of London begging people to play that record.
Now, how many years after I'm here?
And you're here. So please, don't be a stranger. We're welcome back here to talk about these things in the future. And I wish you so much more success, not only in production, in the business, and in fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, my superstar guest, all the way from Nigeria, the super producer. I mean, the multi-billion stream producer, Tempoe! That's why you're shining.
Energy.
Drink the energy. Drink it.
Drink energy.
Oh, yeah, come.